14 times best television station in Nigeria. We are not taking this for granted, he says. And that is, the benchmark for Channels Television is excellence. I'm Ken Ochinogo, and you are welcome to the 14th edition of Excellence. This is Channel Sport on Sunday, and it's been in the celebration mood. When I text you, it asks you to work harder. It has to be more factual. It asks you to, take on the stories head on, ask the difficult question, face development in sport, which is our own area here. And I tell you, this is just the beginning. When we were going there for La Decima, it was with Real Madrid, and Madrid got 11th. We went there on Decima, 12, 13. I mean, I go back to when Pete Sampras had his 13th Grand Slam. We thought number 14 was not coming, but eventually it came. In 2018, number 13 came. 1920, the COVID years. But then here we are for all the excellent in work, the management and staff, and those behind the camera, the producers of the shows and channels. I mean, I think this is congratulations. We congratulate everybody, and especially those of you who are, for us, I can speak for this show, who stays every Sunday to call in, to contribute, to appreciate that which we do. This is for you. Like, we've just said, it is for everybody. It is a winning for us all. For this is a contributory contribution from each and every one of us, and that is why Channels TV is the best TV station for the 14th time in the history. The records have been said. Every win is a new record, and we hope to get there with you suddenly behind us. Now we'll come back to sport. We'll come back home. Where do we start? When you come back and you look at Nigeria, the Nigerian sports scene is a drama. The drama keeps unfolding every day, every day. We're not going to start from that, but you see, we're going to read some letters that when you go through this, it will tell you exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. The FA tells us through, and also from the FA president and also the coach of the team, that we are bringing back Ihalo. Ihalo, of course, top scorer in the last AFCON qualifiers, top scorer in the tournament. People are saying, wow, what is he? Where is he? Why is he coming back from? I mean, he is in Saudi Arabia, but they said the guy has scored 9 goals. He's the top scorer. So we leave these things to you guys to decide, should he come or should he remain in retirement? He says he's undecided yet. He's considering it. Then let us see what are the pros, what are the plus and the minuses, what are the pros and the cons for his coming back to be part of the Super Eagles as we approach AFCON right there in Cameroon. We move on here, and then we are going to talk chess. But we'll come back to that. We're going to talk chess. This is the king of sports and the sport of kings. I don't know. You move it this way, either you start from back from the beginning or from the end, that you are getting the same thing. Kings and chess are involved in just one sentence, in one breath. So we'll take that. We look at grassroots sport. The ITTF is on. There are more of games, also local government sports are all on. So we are going to do all that. But like I said, we are going to start from the king of sports. Otherwise, or for the sports for kings. How do we do that? I have them in the house. Nigerian Chess Open. It has never been this way before. They say this is the best of the best. This is the beginning of what they are saying is a revolution that is going to pack each and every one of us, our kids, in schools, that tomorrow everybody will start playing chess, start thinking like the boardroom board members that they are. So we have in the house Mitchell, the president of Nigerian Chess Federation, he is here, and also the tournament director of the Nigerian Chess Open 2021. Mr. President, you're welcome, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much, Channels Television, and thank you.
All right. And Tex, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, you guys free up. I know you think your brain is more. Our hands are active, but you guys, your brain are active because the way you think further than us. And also, 2 other chess champions will also join us right there when we are ready soon, and they will be part of this particular conversation. But let's start with the President of Nigerian First Expedition. DIG, you're a retired policeman.
Yes, I am.
Deputy Inspector General of Police, Asani Mohammed. Nigerian Chess Open, what is it about?
Yes, it's quite unique. We've had tournaments before this one. And then it's more or less a collaboration between private and public sector. My predecessor started the idea that let's give it to a club. Lekki Orchid Chess Club has shown it has the capacity of drawing everybody along. They went into MOU, and as soon as I came in, continuity is the best thing that can happen. I embrace it wholeheartedly. Propagate this, discuss with our inaugural meeting with the board members. I think it's going to help a lot because the focus is twofold: the grassroots and the veterans, and at the same time, chess for all. So it's going to be based on the motto of World Chess Federation, Gens Una Sumos. We are all one family. So we want to see how we can do, and it may interest you to know that presently, Coach Pep Guardiola is a chess player. So no wonder he is using the chess strategy as his foundation. So on and on and on. So I will come to that later. But this is actually a very big development. Thank you.
Okay, I will also have the tournament director here, Rex Ogunaiki. Rex, the thing with chess, like he said, he just mentioned that, Pep plays chess, and then you go into a boardroom, and then you want to negotiate with somebody, and they tell you this guy plays chess, and then you start shaking. I mean, how am I going to outwit him in this? What effect does chess have in the brain strategically for us to reason? If we want to go into strategic management, how does it influence? How does it make you a better strategic planner?
Well, first and foremost, I'll say it's critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
Because you look at the board, the series of moves that can be made, alternative moves, and the sequences, and then you look at them, you evaluate the best. Well, what makes one person win the other is that some person's strategy is weaker than the other. But at least you come to the board, you think through the moves, you think through the alternatives that you could play, and then make a decision. So in the boardroom, with all the dynamics of the marketplace, you have to keep juggling decisions and facts and figures and information. So when you're a chess player, we expect that you bring these things to bear in everyday decision making. It also teaches you patience. Although we have some very quick games, but overall the standard game, you think through your games. You see players playing for 3-4 hours, thinking through, evaluating. So that's what chess gives to you. Gives you patience, helps you think, it gives you clarity. And then also, it's also a sport because prior to you getting to the board, you're meant to be in good physical condition. So usually, you just see us playing, but we've probably run a mile. Sometimes we've done some swimming. We've done this, we've done that to keep ourselves in balance. That's what chess gives you.
Okay. You can say that again. Sometimes you said the body and the mind. Exactly. The mind is willing, but the body is weak. Or the body is willing, but the mind is weak. But then in chess, it's like you integrate both. Exactly. You are physically fit, you're mentally alert, and then you take those decisions. But what is so peculiar, like I've just told him, he's saying this year is something big. I love what he has just said. It's continuum. You don't just go in there and say, whatever my predecessor did are wrong, let me start building. There has to be a solid foundation. Why destroy it? Why not look at the superstructure and make it better? So, where is the Nigerian Chess Open? How is it so different of this 22? Why is it different from the previous editions of Nigerian Chess Open?
Okay, thank you. When you say previous editions, there have been editions.
Okay, this is the first. Of course. Okay, this is the first
of its kind.
Okay.
So basically what we're doing is a chess championship, national chess championship. Yeah. There's a closed section. That closed section is an invitational of the top Nigerian players, 20 of them, to battle for the title of the Nigerian chess champion, the male category and the female category. Now, while that is an invitational, we also want to have other people who have not of that strength to also partake in this festival, as we call it. So we have the Opens. In the Opens, you also have a junior category to cater for our younger ones. So when we say it's a first, it's like we're putting all this together. So that it's a festival for a week. We're celebrating chess, we're playing chess, and also determining the best in the country. That's what this is all about. And again, like as a first, it's the first time that we're really having this kind of partnership with the Federation and the Ministry in extension, where we're looking at bringing certain skills into chess. That is administration and organization of events. So it's not just you play chess as a normal board game or as a mind sport. We're trying to collaborate to say that, look, you play it as a sport, And these strategies can also be employed in the corporate space and also overall in schools to develop the game. So that's what this is all about. We also have some fantastic sponsors, meaning that the corporate bodies are also getting involved to make development of chess a reality.
Okay, bringing the private and public sector together, and we're talking about great minds here, boardroom and other members. But then let us say, I hope that some of your players can join us on Zoom if they are ready. I want to see if any of them is ready. Maybe Perpetua is ready, or Ajibola. If any of them is ready, can they join us on this? Okay, both Ajibola and Perpetua, I'm told you guys are there. Okay, how do they say it? Okay, ladies first. Ladies first. So let's go to Perpetua. Perpetua, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Okay, you're part of the elite team of chess. How long have you been playing chess?
I've been playing chess for about 5 years now.
Okay, for 5 good years, and the trajectory has been zoom.
Exactly. Up, it's down, but we keep moving.
Okay. The Perpetua of today and then the Perpetua of 5 years ago, what impact has chess made in what you describe as the difference between the two? Perpetua of 5 years ago and Perpetua of today. Has chess played any role in making you a better Perpetua than the one you were 5 years ago?
I would say the Perpetua of today is definitely better, way better than Perpetua of 5 years ago. Chess has made a lot of impact in my life, both financially and both trying to make decisions and some other strategy planning in life generally.
Okay, I'm told about 1.5 million can enter into your pocket at the end of this. So what are your chances of getting that? How do you rate? How do you rate your chances?
Currently, I'm actually number 3 on ranking, but I think if I should try my best and play well, I have a shot at getting it.
Have you beaten number 1 and number 2? Have you beaten them before? Have you ever played against them and beat them before?
Yes.
I know you see you are calculating, but that's what you guys who play chess do. When somebody asking you a question, you're already calculating. Am I giving out too much or not? Okay, let's talk of Jibola, because Jibola is also there. Hello, Jibola, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jibola. You are number 2 for now, and they say when you are number 2, it's like if it is that position somebody doesn't want to be, because why should somebody be number 1? So Jibola, what is our target coming into this? Is number 1 the target, the 1.5 million? What is it? Tell us. Let us hear.
Well, I was number 1 some few months ago.
Okay.
So I lost the position, so it's not a new thing being number 1. But you see, while playing chess, I've made a lot of enemies on the chessboard. So you'll see that I have some gray hair. So I have a lot of young guys that are trying to get even with me. Yes. So you see, for me, if I just stay between top 5, I'm okay. I don't want to.
Jibola, tell us the truth. You see, sometimes your mouth is saying something else, but we know that your brain is.
It seems you know me perfectly, but it's better to keep it that way. Let's just keep it that way.
You guys are, it's like you're going to have fun here. I'm told you are housed in a 4-5-star hotel. Everybody has their own private room, comfort. You are going to eat well, sleep well, drink well, but not what are going to affect the brain for your thinking. So how is the environment like? And then how are you guys, with this? Like I said, you are going to judge with the corporate bodies and other things. How are you going to use this? As a pedestal in popularizing chess to the next generation?
Okay, well, you see, number 1, considering talking about the venue and everything, I'm looking forward to it. I need to take some time off the hectic work. So I'm looking forward to the rest.
Yeah.
Talking about how we're going to use chess, you see, I'm also very active with chess training, working with juniors and all that.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a continuation of what we've been doing, really. You know, we have a lot of juniors we work with now and then. So those are our prospects, really. You know, we're looking at the future. We are looking at the people that are going to take over from us. So it's just going to be an avenue to showcase some of our young talents. That's just the honest truth. There's a junior category, I believe, that is coming up for the underage. That's a category to look forward to. Yeah. Oh yeah, our category is the main event, but you know, the future is in these young ones. They are starting chess at a very young age, and they are doing extremely well.
Okay.
So I hope the sponsors and all that will be able to keep.
Okay. I asked Perpetua a question. How long have you been playing? Have you been playing chess? How long?
You know, like I said, I'm an old man.
Just tell us now. Tell us. I know. Let me ask you this. Were you playing in because I told them, were you playing in the days of Anatoly Karpov, Garry Kasparov? Were you playing in those days, or you just heard of them?
I was playing when they were playing, but I was not at the top level. I had learned chess. I learned chess far back 89.
Wow.
1989. So that's some years ago. So you know, that was when I learned. But by that time, the likes of Karpov was already coming close to retirement. Kasparov was still at his prime. But Karpov was going into some form of retirement by that time. So I learned. You see, interestingly, over the years, I've not been fantastic out there. I started doing extremely well when I started working with juniors. It was as if I went back to the basics.
Ooh.
And you know, I don't know, something just connected, and I started, you know, playing pretty well. Yeah.
So okay, I just want to leave you there. Let me go back to Perpetua before I come back to the studio. Pep, let me ask you this also. As a female playing this game, how has been your influence? Who influenced you into playing chess? And how also, like you said, Jibola just told us that he's working with kids. Are you also doing that to work with other girls like you and say, look, I brought this to, I made this popular. I make them love chess because this chess is addictive. I don't know. I play, so I understand what I'm doing. It's addictive. When you are just there, you are beaten once. You until you beat back before you want to leave the board. How is it like? Are you working with some kids? Are you working with your peers? How is it like? Who influenced you?
No, I'm not working with some kids, but I was definitely influenced playing chess. You know, I started playing chess back in my university days. I was in my 300 level. And then there were some guys in the compound that used to play chess. So they brought a chess board. I basically knew how the moves were when I was a kid, but I couldn't get how the knights move because the knight movement is always very confusing until someone actually showed me. So after a while, I started beating some of the guys in the compound and none of them wanted to play me anymore. So I started looking for people I could play chess with. And that was how I met the Uniport team. I actually schooled in Uniport.
Aha. I wanted to ask you if you don't want to mention your university.
I actually schooled in Uniport. Yeah.
University of Port Harcourt, Okay.
University of Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Then I went there. I heard they were having these Luga games, the Nigerian University games. And I went for their trials. And I made the team. So that was my first competition in 2017. I played for the team and we had a gold medal for the team. So from there, I just started going for tournaments here. But another way chess has actually impacted in my life, I've noticed this. Back then in school, I used to struggle to assimilate when I was reading and tried to understand. I have to read it over and over again. After playing chess, I noticed that it became easier. Learning actually became way easier than before. So I think I would advise parents out there to get their kids to learn chess because it actually helps the brain. It's like an exercise for the brain. You're trying to massage your brain.
Beautiful.
So it actually helps kids understand it.
Yeah.
It's better than you actually know.
I think I will go back. I will go back to playing chess so that my brain I can have this clarity of thoughts. Thank you, Pep. I hope we'll come back to you, Gabriel. Let us come back to your the studio because the president of Nigerian Chess Federation is here. So let's go back to Mr. President. I know you guys are smiling listening to them. So, where do you want to take chess to? A lot of us are in this country, we say maybe tournaments and whatever it is. How do you want to? Is it possible for you? I'm not saying you can make chess as popular as football, because like naturally that is where we can see football everywhere. But probably because of the chessboard, is it elite? Chess doesn't look elite. It's a little elitist. How much a chessboard now is a bit costly? It's not that costly. So how do you want to make sure probably every school or one in every 5 primary secondary school have a chess board, and then instructors that will take them around?
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. I was privileged to be the president of Nigeria Chess Federation in the past.
Okay.
I spent 8 years there.
Wow.
I was also a zonal president in the continent, and I think during my time then, I distributed chess sets, chess board to private and public schools. And I think that motivated many young ones to come up. But in the beginning, we had some problems. It is now that the interest is coming in. And then if you tell somebody that, tell the parent that, oh, if your child plays chess, he is intelligent, he is this, without knowing, connecting the statement with what is seen on board. But the issue is we are talking about the attributes. There are certain attributes of chess which, if applied to real life, can help that child. There are rules governing chess. One of the rules is that if you see a good move, look for a better one.
Wow.
That shows you that you have to be patient, you have to be calculative, you have to be focused and estimate what will happen in future. At the same time, it discourages, naturally children are impulsive. So we want to see those who are hyperactive, we will use chess to calm them down. I bet you any child we encourage play, but the moment they come on chessboard, they are calmer. Forget about the philosophy that chess is about war. But at the same time, chess can fit in any setting. I, on my own, play football, and I still play football at my level, all stars. I've never stopped. But chess has helped me because I believe in the concept of sound mind in a sound body.
Okay.
There is a harmony. It's a marriage of convenience that we want to propagate.
Okay, I wanted us to finish this discussion on this segment, but let's just take a short break. When we come back, we'll just continue and sign off. Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. All right, you're welcome back. We still have DIJ Sani Mohammed is retired, but he's not tired. He's still he's there in his second missionary journey. But this time he wants to get to the El Dorado of sport. We also have Rexy Ogunaike, who is also the tournament director for the 2021 Nigerian Chess Open. If I want to leave whatever I'm doing, or I want to encourage my children to take chess,
yes,
can they use chess as a profession and say, look, I can earn a living simply by playing chess?
Absolutely correct. The focus of this present board is we want to separate amateur chess players and professional chess players.
Okay.
We had the inaugural meeting we had was agenda setting. During the tournament on the 12th, we are going to have full board meeting where some proposals of committees are coming in. Grassroots chess, which will take care of the chess in slum that we had recently. Wow. Yeah. And you can imagine that when that young man came in and then played a chess tournament with His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, I think he got money to the tune of 1 million naira.
Wow.
And a house for the family, bringing them from the slum. So we want to make sure that there is a professional chess players. The national league club league we want to start. We will put up rules and regulation where each proprietor or each club must pay allowances to their players. So that is the starting point. And there is winning prize. There is money. I can conveniently tell you that when we open up the space, players can travel across and play and earn money.
Okay.
So that is, I can assure you, I can be held responsible.
I still have one more question for you, but not yet. Let me just take it from there. How much are they earning in this particular event?
Well, the total prize fund is 12 million.
12 million.
Yes,
okay.
for both for the closed and opens. So to follow up on what my president has said, this is where we also come in, because for it to be a profession, there must be some funding and some sponsorship and some participation.
Yeah.
And aside from the playing, you also have arbitration, you have events organization. So you have all these things like an industry. So as it grows, the whole system grows. Like in football where you have the strikers in front, the players are the main people.
Yeah.
But there's also a support structure. And also clubs like ours, Ochileke Chess Club, this is what we strive to do. Okay. Not so much as a profit motive, but also a developmental motive. So we cut across the corporate bodies, the juniors, the less privileged, to make it a whole family. Even parents that bring their kids can also be part of a family in volunteer status and just generally develop the game.
Okay, I told I just have one more question for you.
Thank you.
You did it in your first coming, you distributed those chessboard. How many chessboards are you targeting in a year that you want to distribute to Nigerian schools? If you have not thought about it before, can you mentally think that this is what I want to do to make this game popular, right?
Yes, conservative estimate.
Yeah.
I think I can distribute like 5,000 chessboards.
Like 5,000 chessboards.
Both to schools and homes.
And homes.
Yes,
okay, you had that 5,000 chessboard from the Nigerian Chess Federation. He said it here. And by this time next year, we shall call him and say, look, how many chessboard have you distributed to the schools and to Nigerian homes? We'll take another short break. When we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. All right. Okay, my guys there outside, Ajibola and also Pep, thank you very much for being part of the show. Probably have time to come and watch your guys at the Nigerian Chess Open at the Lekki. What is the place?
Orchid Hotels.
Yeah, Orchid Lekki Chess Club, right in Lekki. I'll come there. I will know. You guys are about to be told that all participants for the elite team are having about 300,000 going home for just coming in. That is somewhere to start from. Let's take another short break. We'll be right back. All right, you're welcome back to the Channel Sport on Sunday. And then we have Theo in the house. Theo, how are you?
I'm fine again. Good afternoon. It's good to be back. And I was just telling Rex now that shouldn't worry when I play him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'll give him a good fight.
Okay. The guy will just give you his queen and capture your king.
In about 7 or 8 moves, yeah. But then again, I think I've always loved the concept of chess as a game, and one of I think my favorite board game is actually chess.
Okay.
So it's one that makes you have to think on your toes.
Exactly.
And you have to anticipate what your opponent
is doing.
So
that is why the word
it's more of a battle of the mind than on the board.
Than the board.
Yeah, but then I love what they say they're doing, and hopefully they're able to do all they have promised.
I just someday I will experiment something on this show.
Yeah.
We'll bring a chess board right here, and I will start making the move. I'll see how many moves we are going to make while this show is on. I tell you, you make it. We're going to do it
while we're having the show.
While we're having the show, probably just you and I. We'll put it there. While we are discussing with the fans, we're making those moves. All right. Okay, I'm being told that Sarafadin Olaleko is right there with us. Sarafadin is somebody. I mean, he's always been here. We've talked a lot of time. But this time it is CANAF. It is the AFCON for the amputees that is taking place in Tanzania. Sarafadin is the captain of the Amputee Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then I don't know, because coming to this, Sarafadin, I don't know how to start this every time. It is not always that we say we're talking about this a lot of time. The last time you guys, went to Angola, there was issue of you guys trying to raise money. We're even trying to go fund me. You went to the Amputee World Cup, the same thing. And here we are again. It is like we are sounding like broken records. I don't envy your situation, but briefly tell us what the position is now. Where the CANAF is coming off. We shall also look at the group that we are in, and then how prepared are you guys, and then what is the probability that you guys will be there.
Nice to be on air, sir.
Yeah.
Currently, preparation has been going on from the federation angle, also from the ministry. So the support has not really been coming, but we've been getting some good response from the ministry via the NIS. We'll be able to secure accommodation and also the training pitch, but we're still soliciting seriously for the issue of the flight tickets and some other logistics that's involved, like our coaches, allowances, kits, jerseys, and it's really very important for us to be at the forthcoming Nations Cup in Tanzania, because the information reaching the federation is now based on qualification, not like before where we have countries can just be invited. It was through invitation, but now it has to be based on qualification. Your appearances matters at the Nations Cup before you'll be able to qualify to the World Cup. So we're soliciting and we're pleading to Nigerians, meaningful Nigerians, private organization, to come around and help the Special Eagles of Nigeria. Though we've been receiving support, let me use this opportunity to appreciate those who have supported us during our campaign towards the national team going for its first World Cup in Mexico in 2018. We have the former president, Atiku. We have the president of NFA, Amadu Pikini. We have the Super Eagles. We have the medias. They've really supported us. So we are still soliciting that this same set of people should come around, and others bodies also should join.
Okay, you are asking support from the Super Eagles, from the what has been the relationship between you guys, the communication between you guys, the president of the Amputee Federation, and the Federal Ministry of Sports? What has been the discussion like? Who is supposed to sponsor you? Are you supposed to sponsor yourself, or because I've just seen this is the draw that is here. We have Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. In Group D, where Nigeria is, we have Nigeria, Ghana, and Egypt. There is Nigeria. You are representing Nigeria. What is the discussion like? That is what you can see. But maybe too, you can look at that in there.
Currently now, the information we had from the ministry is that the ministry can only be responsible for our COVID tests, and that we should try and see how we can get a flight ticket elsewhere. So, and it has not really been easy gathering flight tickets to take an 18-man delegate to Tanzania. So the support has not really been coming. And from the angle of the grouping, the grouping is not really that easy for us, because we have Ghana, we have Egypt, and Ghana has been one of the front runner of amputee football in Africa. So it's really a big task ahead of us. But first and foremost, what we need now is support from, just like I've said earlier on, we just have to be in Tanzania. Our flight ticket is still yet to be put in place, our jerseys and other logistic allowances. So if we can get all these things, I believe that will motivate the team, and also will be able to deliver and also make the country proud, just like we've done in the previous year. Because when we were in opportunity to be at the World Cup, that exposed the team and also exposed the players. So, and we finished at 18 on the world ranking then, and that was what gave us the template to also work on our team, and that brought us to Angola, and we came second. So those are the kind of opportunities and exposures we gain when we go for international tournaments. And also, it will also serve as a medium where the players also will be exposed to playing in Europe. Because currently now we have about 3 of our Nigerian players playing in UK. So one is also playing in Poland, and we have another one playing in Turkey. So if we are able to make it to Tanzania, then that will give us an edge to also be there in Turkey, then also see how we can get other players also to play their professional amputee football in other parts of the Europe.
Let me ask you this. I don't know whether you can repeat for Nigerians to hear. You said the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Sports said they are going to pay for your COVID test. I don't understand. How much is have you guys put on the budget? How much is it, for your flight ticket? How many of you are supposed to be traveling, to Tanzania? How many of you are going? How many?
We have 18-man delegates that has to be in Tanzania. And based on the information reaching me based on the information I have is the ministry said they can only take care of our COVID test. But we can't have a COVID test without our flight ticket or even assurance that we'll be going for the Nations Cup. So the most important thing right now is for us to secure our flight tickets. After we secure our flight ticket, then we start talking about the COVID test, we start talking about our jersey, we start talking about our allowances. Now we are not even talking currently or basically on our allowances because we know we are going there to represent the country, though it's part of what we're supposed to demand for. But what we really need now is to see how we can get this national team to Tanzania, just like the way we've done at the previous edition, which was in Angola, where we came second. So we just need support from all ramifications for the flight tickets, for the logistics, for the jerseys, and the allowances and other. Do you have
any idea what the total cost is for your tickets, and your lodging, to Tanzania? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't have idea of that.
You don't have any idea? Okay, but right now the minister said that they will only pay for your COVID test. Yeah. When is this competition supposed to start?
The competition will be coming up by 26th of next month. Just about 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Competition. Yes, 2 or 3 weeks.
26th of November.
Yes, we should. Yes, of November. So we should be leaving the country maybe by 25th.
Okay. I don't know what to say here. You said it all. It's an opportunity. If you guys go there, some of you will have opportunity to be spotted by foreign talents, and you go and play and then relieve the burden of what you are facing in Nigeria. Let's hope the Ministry of Youth and Sports will come in and say, okay, fine. Let us shoulder this in a country where we pay footballers $10,000 for winning a match. I don't know how much it will take to ferry the Amputee team. These are players who are physically challenged. These are players who are struggling. And then I think this is where we are supposed to put in our most effort. Let's see, probably as it develops, probably we might need to talk to you again, probably in the next 1 or 2 weeks to see if there has been any inway or improvement on this. Thank you very much, Lekon.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. The ministry wants to pay for their tickets, for their COVID test. And then before your COVID test, are you not supposed to have gotten your ticket and other things?
It's sad. I remember when it's about 2 or 3 years ago, about when this came up.
Yes.
And then we had well-meaning Nigerians who actually stepped up, including some other people that are within the system already, and helped the Amputee, the Special Eagles, to go for this tournament. And like you rightfully said, going over there exposed them. And obviously being able to be scouted by foreign scouts, and a couple of them were able to make the move and switch.
Exactly.
Able to alleviate a lot of the pressure on the ministry. But the ministry coming out and say they can only afford to pay for their COVID test. Well, I don't know what's going on up there, but we can only hope for the best. So yes, once again, they are appealing that well-meaning people will come up. But when you hear some certain things coming out like this, it's pretty absurd, Ken. It's pretty absurd.
Okay.
But we wish them the best.
All right. We'll open the lines. We'll talk football. We'll open the lines. I know you guys are already there. We also talk some tennis. But then let us just, the lines are open. But before we start taking calls, please, I don't want you guys to be a little bit patient with us while we go through these letters. These are the letters. These letters are, going back and forth.
Table tennis.
Like the ping pong, these are letters from the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and the Nigerian Basketball Federation. There used to be a caretaker committee, and that was the thing. So let's take the first letter where the Nigerian Ministry of Youth and Sports came up with a press statement and saying having reviewed the crisis around the Nigerian Basketball Federation, and in consideration of the several attempts by the supervisory ministry to resolve the lingering crisis and fractionalization in the basketball family, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport hereby directs an indefinite suspension of the NBBF elective congress scheduled for 30th October 2021 in Benin City. All concerned stakeholders are expected to take note and comply. And that is the first letter that came in, and it was signed by Ismail Abubakar, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports. Okay, now when they wrote this letter from the ministry, there was a reply from the caretaker committee,
yes.
And then that was on the 25th.
25th,
right?
yes,
on the 25th.
Yeah.
And they replied.
Let me take the attention of the NBBF is drawn to an unsigned press release credited to the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports on several social media. Dated 24th, the day before, stating that the NBBF elective congress scheduled for Benin, Edo State, on the 30th of October 2021, as approved by the NBBF Extraordinary Congress of the 9th of October 2021 in Abuja, which was in line with the provisions of the 2019 NBBF approved statutes has been postponed indefinitely. He goes on to say this purported postponement is without any legal basis and indeed an usurpation of the powers of the NBBF Congress as enshrined in the NBBF statutes. It's also repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience, and amounts to an arbitrary use of power after the ministry has confirmed on several occasions to the existence of our constitution and the supremacy of the NBBF Congress to conduct its affairs as dictated by the NBBF.
All right, go to the last. Go to the last paragraph. Let's go to the last paragraph.
In view of the full arrangements already made for the elective congress in Benin on the 30th of October 2021, we hereby wish to inform all invited delegates and candidates that the NBBF is still going ahead with the elective congress as approved by the extraordinary congress of the 9th of October 2021, unless it is decided otherwise by the NBBF Congress.
All right, maybe we'll scroll to that. We can scroll to the last part of this. You will see what he has just read now, that in view of the full arrangement that they made, that the Congress will go on. That was their release. And
when the message was signed by Engineer Amputee Musakida, the chairman of the NBBF Caretaker Committee.
Yeah. Right, so the Caretaker Committee now said they are going ahead in spite of the Ministry of Youth and Sport telling them. Then as the thing went on, that is the next stage. The minister said, okay, fine. Since you guys say you are going on the 26th, which is the following day of October, there is another one from the Ministry of Youth and Sport.
Yes.
And then after this one was about Folabi Oluwayemi Olabisi.
Yes.
And then he says, this is directly through to Engineer Ahmadu Musakida and Professor Florence Abola, Adeyanju. Yeah. And then he said, dear sir, madam, as you may recall, that the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, on 4th May 2021, inaugurated the Caretaker Committee for the 31 national sport federations, including basketball, to run the affairs of their respective federation ahead of election of their new boards. He said, as Nigerian basketball prepares for its elective congress, I am directed to inform you that the federation's caretaker committee has been dissolved with immediate effect. The federation appreciates your contribution to the development of basketball in Nigeria. Please accept my best sporting regards. And this was signed, like we said, by the Secretary General of the association.
Yes.
This is by Nigerian Basketball and in Federation itself. This is not from the ministry, actually. Yeah. This is from the Nigerian Basketball Federation. It was signed by Afolabi Oluwayemi Olabisi. Yeah. And then, so that is where it came to a head. And then when this one now came in, they have to acquiesce. After they have said they are not going on, that is we tell you that this thing is fun. Sometimes you look at it, you just laugh, because the ministry set up a caretaker committee, and then they say they are trying to solve, the lingering crisis
within
but then they say
the
ministry get them to go ahead and okay, fine, now that your constitution has been approved by FIBA, go ahead and do your election, and then after some time, that's okay, fine, that elected Congress will no longer take place. But at the end of the day, I think they now accepted.
Yeah, they did.
They said, well, you know, what is that? The last letter. Do you have that letter?
Yeah,
that letter there?
I do.
Okay.
It's an extraordinary Congress. This was dated on 28th of October.
Okay.
An extraordinary Congress of the MBBF was held today, 20th of October 2021, by Zoom to discuss the position of the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development to postpone the MBBF elective Congress that was scheduled to hold in Benin City, Edo State, on the 30th of October 2021, as approved by the Congress of the 9th of October 2021 held in Abuja. Okay, basically, after thorough deliberations, the Congress agreed as follows, that as advised by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, that the elective Congress be postponed to a later date. Congress unanimously agreed to postpone the elective Congress by a few
weeks. Okay,
yeah.
And they're still having confidence, they're still imposing confidence in their president.
Yes, Congress mandated the NBA president to engage the Federal Ministry of Youth in a positive discussion for a free, fair, and transparent.
Okay, I think we can see here now that okay, they have acquiesced. It's okay, fine. They are going to postpone it, probably, and so they can judge. We're going to send it that it is better to judge than to war. Yes. Come to the table. If this is what the Ministry of Youth and Sports, this is what you guys should do. There's been a lingering crisis. Yes. Let us solve it once and for all. Because if this section, if this part, you see, there is the Tijani Yusuf group. Once they win, this guy Tijani Omar. Once they win, these guys will go on a war path. When this guy will go on war path. So maybe there is space. So let us have a lasting peace, a middle ground, so that you can give. You understand? And that is what they are also saying. You are all part of the basketball family. And then, like this Congress say, okay, like they are saying here that, you know, they are mandating the president. I mean, which president? Is it the one that of the Technical Committee or another one that is there? I mean, they just belong to all of us, even if I'm not in basketball. Every Nigerian is a member of every federation in this country.
But ultimately, the athletes are the ones that suffer all of this. And we can't just keep throwing the part of war every time. I think we have, like you said, let's find a middle ground. Let's find a way to resolve this. We believe that everybody that is involved with this is looking towards the growth of basketball in Nigeria. And so I think we should all be ready to toe the line of peace. I'll come to the table and let's have meaningful discussions about it.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The important thing is let us have a lasting solution. Sure. And whoever is elected on a level playing ground, and not everybody will now do the concern to favor them. And based on this, we are all here. And that is what I don't know why we want to cheat ourselves. There is no basis for that. We can do this, and then when you lose gallantly. Some of us will say, look, I'm using my money to fund the federation. Sure. I'm not even seeing my family. But if they say go, you said no, they don't want to go. No. And that basically because basketball has made progress in this country. We've won the Tiger, and the Tigers have ruled the continent. We are even rubbing shoulders. With the best in the basketball nations in the world. So why do we want to destroy it with this? I believe that both sides can come together. Like a lot of people can walk away. It doesn't really matter. It is not a do or die affair. You can say, okay, fine, for the interest of peace, for this the opportunity I got from this, let me also use that to say I'm sacrificing, and let us move ahead. The lines are open. You can join this and see where we are. Manchester United came back after that. We were tracking them on Sunday here that it was going to be the debut of England. I tell you, it wasn't a debut. It was a massacre at Old Trafford. Because I don't know, that is another contention for him. It was a pedestal for Salah to say, look, I'm one of the best in the world.
I think right now the only player that Rob showed that with Mohamed Salah probably might be Robert Lewandowski. Yeah. But you have to look at how consistently Salah performs. Yeah. Every week in English Premiership.
Week in, week out.
Week in, week out. He's either scoring goals or he's banging in goals or providing assists. Week in, week out. And Mohamed Salah has shown that yes, he's actually up there with the best players that right now of his generation. All right. And it was a massacre at Old Trafford.
It was a massacre at Old Trafford. Okay. Let's go on at this break. When we come back, the lines will definitely be open. We shall hear from you, and we shall talk, like I said, of the Amo Odofi games. All right, you welcome back. I already have somebody waiting by from Oyo. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. So let's see you. All right, Eleni, go on.
I actually want to talk about Barcelona and Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Yes. People have been saying that Messi has been conference since he left Barcelona. I know why. Barcelona too has been having 12 issues.
They are also suffering.
The fact is that Lionel Messi and Barcelona, they are just like a husband and wife that are genuinely married. So the problem is that they are unable to to manage their marriage.
Okay.
So this is in fact Lionel Messi is still the best player in the world.
Okay. Are you tipping him for the Ballon d'Or? Okay, I would have asked that question before. Ni is saying that was one marriage that both of them were, sometimes I've seen people who get married, they separate, and then they still become friends. But in this one, they are waiting as both of them are hurting. In this case, both of them are hurting. Probably there is something like irreconcilable difference.
A lot of talk has come on since Messi has failed to hit the ground running in Paris about the fact that he might be a system player, and Barcelona might be the best place for him to actually show that he is the best player in the world. But a lot of people seem to forget that around this time last season as well, Messi has scored only 2 goals for FC Barcelona. Yes, obviously adaptation needs to happen, but then if you finish the season with 30 goals, let's go
to Ushudi. Hello. Okay, go on.
Yeah, we have a few questions to ask.
You have a
few questions to ask.
Questions? All right, ask your questions. Ask your questions.
Yeah, I would like to know when the Nigeria under-17 is going for screening.
Okay. That one until we don't have that information here. But probably give us up to next week. I hope so, because this show is all. I didn't ask earlier. We will have just played something. I don't know, because they need to be the under-17 coach who will now bring out, and then probably the technical department or the FA make a release to that effect, where the time and venue. Normally they do screening. Sometimes they do within the geopolitical zones. They go around or say, everybody come to Abuja or everybody come here. But when we have that information, we'll make it available to you. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, before I forget, okay, let me go, because we're talking grassroots today. The Award of games, they have about 13, 15 games. Will be on. This is the 3rd edition. Supposed to be the 4th edition, but because of the COVID thing, they were not having it last year. Award of is a local government in Lagos here. Award of local government, for those of you who are living in Festac and its environ, that is where the local government is. And they say, look, we are going to the grassroots to have about 14, 15 games for you guys to be about. Okay, that is the Award of games from 6th to 28th of November 2021. Yes. And those are the games.
Okay, I think what I can play there is still video games.
You can see they also have video games.
Football, basketball, chess, Scrabble, tennis, table tennis, swimming, the 100-meter dash, the half marathon, video games, snooker, draft, 5-a-side soccer, cycling. I think I can.
There is Scrabble, there is chess. Okay, there is basketball, there is swimming, and they just won 100 meters.
Probably the two of us can compete 100 meters.
So if you want to be part of the games, and the games are free, I'm told the games are free. Hold on, and we know you are there. I will talk about the games. There are more of the games. The games are free. You go to the local government there in Festac if you want to be part of it, get information. You want to partake in any of those festivals, and then I think they're going to spread the events in different areas of the local government, so you can have access. So just be part of the more of the games. Go and keep fit. Hello, Owo, how are you? Hello.
Thank you very much. This is Olafe.
Yes, we know.
Yeah. Sorry congratulations first for channel television for 14 times now.
Yes.
I so appreciate.
Yeah.
And I'm so, we are callers. We so appreciate with you people there.
Exactly.
And secondly is that sorry for this Saturday 24. Why is it that every October they beat you like this? That's number one.
Do you just want? The last time I checked, they won 3-0 yesterday. Is that not the result you are talking about?
No, the Man U, Liverpool Man U 24.
That one has passed. That one has passed now. That is history. That one has passed. Talk the present one. They defeated Tottenham yesterday by 3-0. Go on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. But about the Gallo, that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, do you want the Gallo? Do you want the Gallo to come back?
They are still believe that it's only Gallo we can still recall. I don't know why. Meaning that we don't have coach in this country. Because I don't know why.
You don't know why?
I don't know why. Are you telling me we don't have a young guy?
If the coach
says me that you can't see a good striker again that more than Gallo. See the age. So please, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Theo, we're talking about Manchester United scored 3 goals yesterday.
Yes, they did.
And then Cristiano Ronaldo will still be will soon be 37.
7 years old, yes. Edinson
Cavani is about 33, 34.
Years
both of them they are either we're talking about 70-year-old combined.
Yes.
I mean, how old is Igalo? You understand?
You realize that even as Zlatan Ibrahimovic was recalled back by the Swedish.
Of course, Zlatan came back.
Yes, I think it's not a matter of even the coach now. Igalo has proven his mettle over the last couple of years. He's one of the best strikers to come out of Nigeria as a country, Africa as a continent, as a continent, and you have to look at the fact that if he still has something to offer the national team, if he's called up, it's a matter of will he respond, or will he in the affirmative or not. I don't think it's a matter of us not even calling him back to the national team. Yes, I know that there are other players out there that some people want to see play in the national team, but the coach feels that Igalo has something to offer.
Let's go, Patrick. Let's go to a new group because Patrick is there. Hello, Patrick. How are you?
Good morning.
Good afternoon, Patrick.
Patrick, is afternoon.
Good afternoon, sorry, sir.
No palava, go on.
Yeah, I'm talking about this young Nigerian player playing for Crystal Palace called Mateo. I don't know whether the guy has played to play for Nigeria.
I think probably they are still trying to get him. He's a talent. I don't know. These days is the federation that goes to talk, and then so until we get what their discussions are, that is where we'll be able to give you a definite answer on that. I wish I had gone through this particular time, but I've given you a specific to whether he's committed to a country or not, or whether he still want to play for Nigeria. I definitely can't give you the exact position pertaining to him. But I think I will also find out about that. My guys in the house, we'll try and do that. But at least he's a very good player. I agree with you.
Okay. Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Patrick. There is also the ITTF, the table tennis, taking place right there at the Testing Balogun Stadium for the juniors. So this part we're talking about the grassroots thing. That is where they start. They start from the ITTF circuit, and then before you know it, they are almost they've got the challenger series, and then the 250, the 500, the 1000, and then the Grand Slams. And you become Eradicano. Eradicano, she won the Grand Slam before winning even a match. So why talking tennis? Let's say today at the Vienna Open will be the final between Francis Tiafoe and Alexander Zverev. I love Tiafoe because his history, a son of immigrants. The father left at Sierra Leone and went down to US, and then started working in Florida at the tennis court. They employed him when they were building the place as one of the workers there. And eventually, when after finishing, he doesn't have a place to stay. They said, okay, we can get you a container. They gave him a container while he was not staying. His wife joined him. Them down. Okay, let's go to Abuja. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, John. How are you?
Calling from Abuja.
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah. Go on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go on, John. Go on.
All right. I'm talking about the national team.
Okay.
Concerning the players.
Yeah.
I like the way the coach is doing by calling the experienced player to come and play for the national team.
All right.
If you could remember 1994 Nations Cup, the kind of a player this country used by then, they are well competent and they're well experienced.
Yeah,
and everybody is eager to make this country proud.
Yeah.
So if anything without experienced player, that team cannot go anywhere. We need experienced player. Like Igalo is an experienced player. Okay. If Igalo can come back and join this team, he can motivate the other players to follow him. Okay. So I advise the coach and the NFA to join hands together and make this country to be proud again, like 1994.
Like 1994.
Thank you.
Thank you. There are a different stroke for different folks. Yes. But before we talk about it, we're talking about Zverev and taking on Tiafoe, and that will be at the Vienna Open. Tiafoe he started as a qualifier, and I tell you, beating Tsitsipas, beating Diego Schwartzman. I mean, these are fighters. And in the semi-final, one of the hottest players in the circuit, Yannick Sinner. I bet you, well, you know, it was 2 down. It was a set and 2-5 down in the second set, and I just left. I said, "What? I think what did I go to? I think I said I tuned."
And he came back.
All right. Okay. This is the ITTF African Western region taking place right there. That is starting from tomorrow,
yes,
November, to November 4th, which is on Thursday. Right there at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. So for those of you who love the pound, who want to go there, please go there and support them. This is where they start from. Tomorrow, if they don't push them here, they will not go over there. And look at all the nations you are seeing. The US, a lot of countries are participating. So please get over there to go and cheer us up. And then I tell you, this is one area where we've been good formally. We are still good. Because this is one of the active federation, table tennis federation. They've been very, very active, hosting just like the wrestling, table tennis, and so these are the things that we are talking about here.
The emergence of another quadri.
Yes, and that is the thing. So please, you guys should go to the Teslim Balogun Stadium right in Sulere and be part of this. So do you see TFO beating as well after this? Is a tall order?
Well, Ken, let's see what the game. Let's see what the game holds. But then you're talking about Sheffield story and how literally up from grass to grace. I mean, from grass to grace.
Yes.
All of that. But it will be an interesting one. How the son of immigrants, steps up, and because Zeref is actually one of the emerging talents of the game.
All right, let's go to Abuja because we are Wakili on the. Hello, Wakili.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good
afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Go on.
Yes, I just want to contribute over this basketball federation issues.
Yeah. Go on.
Actually, the two people fighting over all these presidents.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Go on.
I just want them to know that they are fighting, and the basketball in the country is suffering.
It's suffering. Yeah, the leagues are not on. Exactly.
For example, for 4 years now, we cannot have a single tournament of basketball.
Yeah.
Look at our local national team players. Go to the national stadium. You see them just going around. These are people who other youth look up to.
Thank you, Wakili. Thank you very much, Wakili. Let's hope the gladiators will sheath their sword. Like we said, somebody will say, look, this game is bigger than me. For my country, I will give this. Let it be give and take. It's not a winner takes it all. That is the problem we are facing here. We've been working hard to bring. We brought them here each and every time to discuss this issue. We've been part of their settlement, whatever, But at the end of the day, everybody says it is my way or no way. That is not it.
My way or the highway.
I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be either your way or the highway. There is always a middle ground. And those are the results. Barcelona. That's the first result.
Valencia defeated Villarreal by 2 goals to 0 yesterday, and Sevilla defeating Osasuna by 2 goals to 0. So, and of course, Real Madrid away from home defeating Elche.
Table toppers.
Yes, table toppers.
Okay.
Yeah, have more results. Okay, Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United 0-3. Burnley
Brentford
against Brentford 3 goals to 1. Liverpool.
Brighton came back from 2 goals down.
I don't know what happened to Liverpool yesterday.
Yeah, and then the Zambia, and the guys said, look, this is a boy from Zambia, and I just came here and they scored a goal again, whatever. Yeah, and then Man City, Crystal Palace. It has to be about Saha.
That game was an anomaly. I don't know.
I watched that game
at the Etihad yesterday.
Yes.
I was talking with my friend, and he said the moment he saw that game, you just know that a lot of things should just not go wrong.
All right, we are going.
Oh, okay, Watford 0, Southampton 1, and Arsenal
on the ascendancy.
All right, okay. Apart from this, you talked about Arsenal on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
On Facebook there talked about how a lot of people were saying
Arteta out. Today now they are shouting up Gunners.
Hey, please leave them alone. Just leave them alone.
They said they always are the only out. If I can only go to 3 weeks, that they will start shouting up United. All right. Okay, let's go. All
right. So hopefully, about the issue in basketball is resolved.
Yeah.
And things can go back to normal. And then for the Amputee Eagles, the special Eagles, we hope that they're able to go for their tournament, and let's just see what can come out of it as well.
All right. Atiwa said it all like we say. The chess guys told you. She said, she said, look, I play chess. As I started playing chess, when I read, I understand it better. For the Nigerian Basketball Federation, what else can you do? It is one family. Come together and let us see what we are going on. But for the Amputee Eagles, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport, it is your responsibility to look after the needy. These are the people that need you more than any other person. Let's see how you can squeeze out something, and then see how they will go to Tanzania to represent Nigeria. Your Nigeria, my Nigeria, our fatherland. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Have a blessed Sunday.